Turn to Ezekiel chapter 36, please. Ezekiel's preaching to Israel in the midst of great apostasy, that is, turning from God. But then in the midst of that apostasy comes this sweet promise. I'll start in verse 25 and read to the end of the chapter. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. And ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your God. And I will also save you from all your uncleannesses. And I will call for the corn, and will increase it, and lay no famine upon you. And I will multiply the fruit of the tree and the increase of the field, that ye shall receive no more reproach of famine among the heathen. Then shall ye remember your own evil ways and your doings that were not good, and shall loathe yourselves in your own sight for your iniquities and for your abominations. Not for your sakes do I this, saith the Lord God, be it known unto you. Be ashamed and confounded for your own ways, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord God, in the day that I shall have cleansed you from all your iniquities, I will also cause you to dwell in the cities, and the wastes shall be builded, and the desolate land shall be tilled, whereas it lay desolate in the sight of all that passed by. And they shall say, this land that was desolate is become like the Garden of Eden, and the waste and desolate and ruined cities are become fenced and are inhabited. Then the heathen that are left round about you shall know that I, the Lord, build the ruined places, and plant that was desolate. I, the Lord, have spoken it, and I will do it. Thus saith the Lord God, I will yet for this be inquired of by the house of Israel, to do it for them. I will increase them with men, like a flock. As the holy flock, as the flock of Jerusalem in her solemn feasts, so shall the waste cities be filled with flocks of men, and they shall know that I am the Lord. It seemed good today to return to a basic of a faith, the foundational doctrine that in John 3, Christ was ashamed at Nicodemus, the teacher of Israel, for not knowing. The doctrine of regeneration, that is, of the new birth. Of being born again by water and the Spirit. This new birth is put in a striking way in our text, and in the context of a widespread apostasy, turning from God, rebellion, and especially idolatry, much like that of the world in the days of Noah. Do you remember when the earth was filled with violence? Why? Because, as is true now, the heart of man was full of evil continually. Except this is worse than the days of Noah, because Israel has received special grace from the Lord and spurned that, and thus made themselves worse than other men. But in the midst of such apostasy, God brings this promise of a new heart and a new spirit. Verse 26, a new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh. There are two things in this text. First, the giving of a new heart, and then the removal of the old heart. So first, the giving of a new heart. We learn two things about this new heart that will be given. First is that it's new. This implies that it will replace what is old, as we will see. It will be not brand new, as if God will remove the organ of the heart, and not as if he will replace the soul that this heart more properly speaks of, but that he will renew it so that it works as it ought to have from the first. a heart and a spirit, that is to say, a soul and especially a will that is now turned from its prior refusal to serve God and now is made able and willing. Or as Psalm 110, verse 3 says, willing in the day of his power. It will be a new heart, a heart that's not like what came before. And it will be a heart of flesh. So a new heart and a heart of flesh. This is drawing on the image of a heart which is continual in use in Scripture, in which it takes the beating heart within our chest, this bodily organ that pumps blood to our body, and uses it as an image of the spiritual heart. That is, the affections with the will, the faculty by which our soul makes its choices, and especially by which it loves. God will give us spiritually a beating heart, a heart that now does its job to pump the warmth of love throughout the whole soul and throughout the whole body. So a new heart and a heart of flesh. This is then contrasted second with the old heart that will be removed. In contrast to the new is the old. And what this implies is that all men, just as Israel here, have a heart before regeneration that is completely averse to the will of God. As Paul says in Romans 8, the natural man, literally the sensual man, the man who only has the use of his senses and who lives according to them. He has no spiritual sense. The natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God. He's not able. He thinks they're folly. He rejects them. That's what the old heart is. The old heart is also that old man, which Paul speaks of in various places, and that old man who is called in Ephesians 2:1, a text you're learning, dead. Dead in trespasses and sins. So God will remove the old dead heart, that is the old dead man. Again, not by totally destroying it, but by renewing it so that he no longer is there. This is not a promise in this life of a total removal of sin. For even the Christian, if he says he has no sin, deceives himself. But it is a promise of the removal of the dominion of sin, so that sin no longer reigns in the mortal body of those who are regenerated. So the old man, the old heart, but we're also told it's stony. And this puts very plainly what it's like to not be born again. Your heart is like a stone. What will a stone do when you tell it to serve God? Nothing. It will just sit there. A stone is not able to pump blood. And so a heart that's made of stone is useless. It cannot do its physical job to pump blood and therefore warmth and life throughout the body. So whatever appearance of life a sinner with a stony heart has, inside he's cold and dead, completely unable to do any spiritual work, and certainly unable to love God with his whole heart, soul, mind, and strength, which God commands. So God will, he says, give a new heart and remove the old heart, which is stony. We can summarize this more theologically in our doctrine that God's first saving work in the elect sinner is immediate regeneration. Immediate regeneration. I will write that on the board. This is an important theological term. Again, God's first saving work in the elect sinner is immediate regeneration. There are four things I'd like to unpack about this work, all contained in the doctrine. First is that it's first. This is the first work that God does. It's part of that effectual calling that we know of from our catechism. And it has to come first because before this, the man is totally dead in trespasses and sins. And that is why, as you heard in this text, there is no condition given for this work. He does not say, if you turn, I'll give you a new heart. He doesn't say, if you believe, I'll give you a new heart. No, the new heart has to come before a man is able to turn and able to believe. That comes next in conversion. Now, we could speak of conversion as the giving of a new heart, but what it assumes is that the heart already is made able to turn to God. The covenant comes to man and says, believe and be saved. But unless God changes the heart, he can't believe. A dead man cannot meet any condition. And thus this promise comes unconditionally. I, God says, without you, before you meet any conditions, before you even can, I will first give you a new heart. So it's the first work. The second thing is it's a saving work. It saves sinners, and that means it only happens in the elect. God has chosen some men for salvation and not others. And so only the ones he's chosen will be regenerated. This is true even in children that are not yet capable of conversion. God is able to save them through regeneration. For example, John the Baptist in the womb. Remember that he, even in the womb, leapt when Christ in the womb came into the room. Now, that was an extraordinary thing that he was able to leap. We wouldn't normally expect an infant in the womb to do that. But it certainly proved that he had a heart that was already made new and that was, in principle, already loving God. And so we believe that is possible. However, regeneration is not to be rested in without conversion. Some teach even that regeneration is the reason we baptize infants. And we don't believe that. We don't have a promise from God that all infants of believers are regenerate, and we're not even told to presume that they are. God says of the children of believers, I am their God. But he says that of some who are never regenerated, like Esau, like Ishmael. It's no guarantee of election or regeneration. And in the elect who will be regenerated, it's no guarantee of timing, as if it always happens before baptism. So regeneration is and can be saving even in infants. But that does not mean we assert it happens in all infants. And we certainly would not encourage any child to rest in the presumption of regeneration if he cannot know that he is converted. So it's a first work, it's a saving work. The third is it's immediate. I've written this on the board, immediate. What this means is it is without means. In the other means of grace, the word comes in and works. Preaching calls men to conversion. Preaching tells them of the gospel whereby they are justified by faith. Preaching exhorts them to mortification, the putting to death of sin, and vivification, being raised to new life, and those are parts of sanctification. But preaching cannot work regeneration. Regeneration most properly works upon the preached word in the sense that 1 Peter 2:23 says, being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible by the word of God, which liveth and abideth forever. We're not to read this as if the word is prior to regeneration, but that the word is like the seed because regeneration makes the prior dead fallow soil of the heart now able to give life to that seed. And because after conversion, there does follow a regeneration in the broader sense, and that a man, in a much broader sense, is born again. Now, this follows from deadness. It must be an immediate work because what means would work upon a corpse? If I preached to a dead man, what could he do? Nothing. He couldn't respond to me unless God, by a power apart from the word, the preaching of the word, raised him to new life. This is like Christ with Lazarus, 4 days in the tomb. He said, Lazarus, come out. If God had not worked in Lazarus the ability to hear Christ's voice already, before that voice came, could he come out? No, unless there's a miraculous divine power worked immediately, the sinner will not hear. Means are useless. So regeneration must be immediate, that is without means. And fourth and finally, it is regeneration, which means new birth. In principle, it is the total transformation. It is as new and drastic as coming out of the womb again, though we do not mean that physically. That was the problem Nicodemus had. He couldn't understand what it meant to be born again. It's when, to use another image, the seed of eternal life is planted in the soul. Now, in conversion is when that seed breaks ground and puts out leaves. And sanctification is when it grows up and bears much fruit. In glorification, that sanctification is complete and it bears much more fruit, and only good fruit, and that forever. That's, I believe, one reason why Christ, when he speaks in Matthew 19:23, calls the consummation the regeneration, to translate a Greek term. You won't get to that great regeneration without this first regeneration, but our focus here is on the first, the new birth by which the seed is planted in the heart. So the doctrine is that God's first saving work in an elect sinner is immediate regeneration. And I bring you 3 applications for this. The first is naturally examination. Are you regenerate? This is an urgent question because as Christ says in John 3, ye must be born again. And anyone who's not born again cannot see the kingdom of heaven. So for this urgent question, how will you answer it? Well, I'll help you. You cannot answer it by asking directly, am I elect? You do have to be elect to be regenerated. But Deuteronomy 29:29 tells us there are secret things that belong only to God and not given to us. And election is one of them. We don't see God's secret plan for each person, even for ourselves, not directly. So don't ask directly, am I elect? We cannot determine regeneration either by simply having Christian parents or therefore having the right to Christian baptism. For as I said, remember, Esau received the Old Testament baptism of circumcision. Simon, the magician, he was baptized, but he was not elect or regenerate as far as we know. And you cannot ask, am I regenerate, by looking and to see regeneration itself. Remember, it's a little seed and it's buried underground and you're not able to see the work that's only in the heart. Rather, the safe way to answer, am I regenerated, is to ask, am I converted? Has that seed come up out of the ground? Have I believed? Have I repented? That's how you can know. If you know the seed has broken the ground, well, you know that it was good and that it was there. More than that, you need to know that you're converted by the fact that you are sanctified. That is, you are holy and you bear good fruits of love. And this is how Christ tells us to know ourselves. A tree will be known by its fruit. This is the only safe way to know if you're regenerate. In very young children, it is possible that the seed can be there, hidden in good ground. And we ought to be charitable regarding our infants. But it is not safe for you to presume that is what God has done in you, unless you have the evidence in the breaking forth of that seed into a Christian life of conversion and sanctification. What I'm calling you to is what 2 Peter 1:10 calls you to. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. I want you to know, beyond doubt, I am regenerate. Or if you're not, to seek the Lord's mercy to you, the Lord who says, I will give you a new heart and a new spirit. The second thing that this calls us to is despair. I do not mean this in an evil sense. I would not have you despair of grace. God says he will save you if you come to him. And that's an open promise given to all of you. And as you've heard it every day, he renews it again. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. But you ought to despair when you come of yourself. That's what it means to be to labor and to be heavy laden. And this doctrine is a great help in recognizing that. Because without regeneration, you cannot see the kingdom of God. That is to say, you, by nature, even from your mother's womb, were dead. And unless God, apart from you, works in your heart to make you alive, you'll stay dead. And that forever. You cannot be saved unless you are regenerated by the immediate work of God by his Spirit. By nature, you have a stony and dead heart. Do you recognize that? This is basic. You cannot and you will not come to Christ until you know that of yourself. And until you know, learned in part through this doctrine of regeneration, what Christ says in John 6:44. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him. And how does he draw sinners? Well, first, it's by this grace of regeneration. So despair, not of grace, but of any power in yourself to regenerate yourself. The third application, then, based in fact on this wholesome despair, is a wholesome hope. Hope. If by the examination of conversion and its fruits, you can know that the seed was safely planted in your heart, then that seed will abide forever. The heart made new, made flesh by the power of the Spirit, will never die again. I call you back to 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 23. Being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible. The seed once planted is incorruptible. It will never rot. It will always remain there. The word, by the Spirit, abiding in your heart forever. Sanctification will be its result. Verse 27 of our text, and I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you shall keep my judgments and do them. And you'll have communion as a sanctified Christian, both here and then in glory. Verse 28, and ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, a sign of heaven. And ye shall be my people, and I will be your God. This also, boys, gives hope in times of great apostasy. Times like Israel's day, which are very similar to ours, and times of a great famine of the means of salvation, in which the word is not preached as it should be, and people suffer for it. Nonetheless, God has his elect. And to his elect, he will, in time, without means, give them a new heart. And then he will follow up that work of regeneration through the means of the word, making them walk in his statutes. God will make dead sinners to be born again, and he will not forsake his newborn people. Let's stand and pray.